Making a decision isn't the easiest thing to do, especially if it's a big decision, like getting married, buying a car, buying a house, moving to a new job, starting a business. There's so many things to consider. And so I want to help you to learn some quick techniques that's going to help you to learn how to make a solid decision. Now, we don't really learn how to make decisions from our parents or teachers or bosses or church or anywhere, but today I'm going to give you these simple 4 techniques that can help you to learn how to make very solid decisions. The first technique I want to share with you is called the Benjamin Franklin method. Now, Benjamin Franklin was America's first millionaire, and a lot of us know him from being on the $100 bill. Well, he definitely had a large part to do with that because he knew how to make decisions. Now, basically, when he was confronted with a big decision to make, what he would do is write out the pros and the cons and basically decide that if the pros outweighed the cons, that he would forge ahead and make the decision. Obviously, if the cons outweighed the pros, then he won't do it. And actually, that is how America was founded. But more specifically, let's say that you were going to marry your wife, and you're a guy, you're thinking, hey, I gotta get married to this woman, but I've gotta decide if she is the right one. Your heart is telling you, yes, it is, but you wanna make a more rational decision. So you take out a piece of paper and you write the pros and the cons, and you start deciding exactly what you want to do. Let's say you're a young man, but you're considering marrying your girlfriend. You wanna make her your wife. And you know that you love her in your heart, but you want to make a more rational decision before you move forward. So you sit down with a piece of paper and you write the pros and the cons, and you decide for yourself exactly what you want to do. So for instance, let's say the pros is she cooks, she cleans, she takes care of you, she gives massages, and of course 100 other things that she does for you. Now the cons, well, there really isn't that many. Let's say her mother is a hassle, right? That usually doesn't happen. Or let's say, for instance, that she is young, really young, and she's 10 years younger than you, and you don't know, you're 30, she's 20, and that's a inconvenience to some people. But really, ultimately, when you look back and when you realize, you see this list and you see that the pros outweigh the cons, you'll be able to decide for yourself what your decision should be. Let's say you have 103 pros, but only 3 cons. Well, obviously you know that she is going to be your wife. Now, the second technique I want to share with you is the what if technique. What if this happens? What if that happens? Now, a lot of times people think of what if in a negative sense, but what you have to think about is what if in a positive sense. So let's say, what if I start this business, right? A lot of people say, well, if I start this business, I might fail, or I might not be able to find the right suppliers, or my business partner might not work with me, or we might run out of money. Well, that's negative. But let's say, for instance, you started thinking positively. My business partner is going to help me by complementing my skills. Or maybe I'm going to find funding if I keep asking for help. Or maybe like within the 2nd or 3rd year, I'm going to hit that 6-figure of net profit. Right? There's so many different scenarios that can happen, but you have to ask what if. What if it does work out? Or what if it doesn't work out? Then what do I do? Right? If you keep thinking about this and actually put it down on paper, you're going to be able to make a better decision over time. My third technique is to consult with people that really love you. Your family members, your friends, people that you really trust, people that really care about you, people that want to help you and support you along the way. Because when you ask people that love you for their advice, for their opinion, they're going to give you a different perspective that you haven't really considered for yourself. So listen to them, and in the end, you want to make your own decision by yourself. Now, another thing that a lot of people do that is generally wrong is asking everyone for advice. In fact, if you're going to ask 50 people if you should do something really big, most of them are going to discourage you. They're going to tell you why you can't do it or why it won't work out. And oftentimes, people don't even go ahead with a decision if they hear too many people's advice. In fact, Walt Disney used to ask 10 people whether he should make a decision or not. And if all 10 people rejected that decision, he would go ahead and do it anyways. So think like that and make your decision based on what you want, but also consider other people's opinion as well. The fourth idea is just to do it. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Do the thing and you shall have the power." You have to go through the doorways of quantity before you get into the hallways of quality. And sometimes you can't be a perfectionist before you make a decision. You just have to do it anyways and make it happen. To summarize, I want to share with you that you have to go ahead and make a bold decision either way. Whether your decision is no or yes, decide for yourself what you want to accomplish and go out there with tender-heartedness, with true love, and commit to what your decision may be. Thank you, my friends, and enjoy making your big decisions. Thank you for watching this video, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to stay in touch. I also have other social media links right here, so be able to follow up with me so I can give you so much more. Again, thank you so much, my friends.